Hello and welcome to my studio. I am in my French studio this week and have been busy experimenting with all sorts of things. I'm Helen Alice, and every week I show you what I've been up to from the week before, and I'm going to do that right now. I am about to iron this piece of canvas, which is something that I have earlier I've tie-dyed it using turmeric. As you can see, it's been a bit of a disaster and not a lot of tie-dye. But I'm going to iron it anyway, and it's been an experiment that hasn't worked, but that's the whole point of experimenting. What I had in my mind was that I was going to tie-dye and it was going to create these gorgeous sort of swirling landscapey type marks. And what's actually happened is I've got one tiny little, don't know whether you can see through the light, two tiny little stripes, which are kind of not really much use to me. So what I'm going to do now is still use this as an experiment. Ironing this through an old t-shirt, just so that I don't end up with turmeric everywhere, because it's really difficult to get off. Go back to an old friend, which is the application of plastic onto my canvas as well as my natural materials, as a kind of contrast, if you like, of what's good and what's bad. I'm about to iron this onto my turmeric dyed canvas. I'm just experimenting at the moment, so there's no particular kind of order as to how that goes on. But basically I go over the greaseproof paper with a hot iron, and the idea is that that will melt it onto the canvas. So there you go, that is kind of stuck onto the canvas. I've also been experimenting with different surfaces of the canvas. This is an eightfold Islamic pattern, and I've just been trying that out on different sections of this canvas, some with rabbit skin size on the top, some with rabbit skin size underneath, and this section in the middle is with raw canvas. If you saw my video last week, you'll know that I'm interested in experimenting with rabbit skin size because I'm looking at a more sustainable approach to my painting. And the reason why I'm doing the pattern over the top is all to do with my next series of paintings, which is looking at the space in between. It's incredibly complicated and long-winded, so it'll take a lot longer than a quick video will. But basically I'm going to put this pattern somewhere in the middle of my paintings and then overlay it with oil paint, so you just have like slight elements of it poking through. As well as the other stuff that I've been doing, experimenting, I have also been doing some painting, but unfortunately, or fortunately, I can't show you that because it's a commission and it's a surprise. Thanks ever so much for watching. As you can see, I've been up to all sorts experimenting. Please continue to watch to see how all those experiments develop into a real thing, and also the reveal of the commission once it has arrived safely at its destination. Thanks ever so much again, have a lovely weekend, and I hope to see you next week.